Hi guys, it's Thomas here from COTbase.com. Welcome to this week's Commitments of Traders review. Today we're going to have a look at the 25th COT report in 2015, and as usual we're going to start off with the changes in commercials position. So here we go. As you can see, we've got indexes and soybean markets on top of our list with very large changes. Starting with S&P 500, 71% change over there in commercials positions. Huge change. Of course, bullish COT change signal, no question about that. One wonders whether these figures were correct. I wouldn't be surprised if for some reason CFTC has maybe changed small speculators and large speculators positions once. I'm not sure about that. I don't want to say they have, but it's especially if you open a 5-year chart. Here you go. I think one should suspect that there's something in the data. But anyhow, what we can see right now is we have more of a bullish extreme in the market from commercials and large speculators, at least. Not all time, but significantly large. And if we move on to NASDAQ, we have an opposite extreme over there. We're going to jump back to soybeans. Don't worry at all. I just want to show you right away that here we have a bearish extreme, all time as well. So that's interesting. And most probably these markets are not going to be going in the opposite direction, at least for long. I think nobody is expecting that to happen, but that's the case. Also, we have huge changes here in NASDAQ, but looking at the chart, seemingly they're not extraordinary. I mean, they're very large changes, may actually be the largest changes in this past 5 years, but doesn't look as if it's a faulty data or anything. So we have bearish COT change signal with a bearish COT extreme, yes, in the NASDAQ market. Jumping back to soybeans, we hopped over that. Of course, S&P 400 is a market where we are expecting something very similar to the S&P 500. Obvious correlation there. So just to give you more, I'd rather jump over that. You can check it for yourself. Here we have soybeans with large changes, again, huge changes actually. Bearish COT change signal. Actually, we can also state that large speculators have become more bullish about the market than commercials have. And if we open a 5-year chart, you can see the trend. That obviously, if we can state that this bullish COT extreme not long ago was effective, and we are going to be seeing much higher prices coming in the near future. The COT extreme should be widening in the opposite direction as it has in the past roughly 1.5 years. And in that case, we're going to see commercials going net short, and of course large speculators going even much larger net long territory. Let's move on to large speculators COT extreme. Of course, we talked about in the NASDAQ. Dow Jones, okay, but let's hop over to the New Zealand dollar. Where we have all-time COT extreme both in commercials and large speculators. And for any of you who are interested in Dow Jones, of course, the COT charts page, you can have a look at it over there. So here we have the New Zealand dollar. We talked about it a few weeks ago when here, as you can see, we had this all-time COT extreme. But the extreme widened as prices went deeper. Of course, we're not surprised about that. And as I told you a couple of times in the past, always be aware that these all-time COT extreme may look very huge at the time they come out, but of course they can be present in the market for many weeks before an actual change in the trend happens. So let's just say that keep your eyes on the New Zealand dollar. There's huge opportunities there, and eventually we're expecting a bottom to develop over here. S&P 500 we talked about. Let's have a look at platinum, where we have 148 report extreme in large speculators. Here we go. You have the 5-year chart, and here we have the extreme. This, of course, is more of a bullish COT extreme, not all time, but significantly large, relatively large extreme. And of course, having prices gone down so low, we are expecting this to change in the near future. We may see even greater extremes coming. Palladium, our next and last market for the review, with 136 report extreme in large speculators. Here you can have a look at the charts. Actually, small speculators are very, very extreme, with 657 report extreme. Overly pessimistic about the market. Of course, this is more of a bullish signal for us. But commercials and large speculators have still a lot of space left to become even more extreme above the market. So this decline, which is very dynamic, as you can see, may continue before we eventually reach the bottom here. So that is going to be all for this review. If you would like to have a look at the other charts, you may do so at our COT charts page. But if you'd like to have more in-depth and detailed COT analysis, where you can look at other COT report types, data types, and of course do your historical analysis on older reports, you can do all that here on our COT analysis page. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope to see you next week. Have a great weekend. Take care. Goodbye.